Colin, you're a radical. This is an historic, really important video. I want to talk the energy complex. I'm going to talk what the Germans have done, and I mean, how historic what they've done. Shutting down all the nuclear plants, shutting down all the coal plants. Trump runs his fucking mouth like that. He's fucking clueless. They're well over 50% real renewables. And so California, 100% solar. He stands on the edge of the ocean, right there in that beautiful spot where I've walked right there, slept in my sleeping bag right there, and badmouths the fuck out of it. When the Pacific Ocean's fucking dying, this is an important story because the baby orca washing up in CARMEL is such a massive, giant story. I want to start there. It's real, it's massive. And I'll tell you why it's massive. It's so massive, it symbolizes everything fucking wrong. The catastrophe on the Great Pacific Genocide. The great marine biologist Kevin Blanch, who gets no credit for more. I did my undergraduate work right there. #1 school in the fucking country, bar none. My credentials are this fucking long. But deny my work. So, let's start with the orca, and then we'll get back to the energy complex. The orca. The baby orca, #1 for a baby orca even to be born is a major story. The pod, the southern pod, I believe he's added the southern pod, the tropical pod are in such free fall and decline, they're on the verge of extinction. We know every single one of them, J12, J3, so when a baby is born, it's a big deal because there are not many born post Fukushima. So the fact that there is one born is a big story. 2, the fact that there's a baby orca near the peninsula in the summertime. Story. It's gigantic. Orcas aren't in Monterey Bay or San Francisco Bay in the summertime. They're at the mouth of the Columbia River feeding on Chinook salmon. The southern pod. What the fuck are they doing there? They're starving to death. So, the fact, CARMEL is my favorite fucking beach. If you want an experience, I just talked to a young woman at the market who we were talking. She was born and raised in Santa Cruz, and we were talking. I says, you want to do the most romantic thing in the fucking world? Spend a night in CARMEL Cove. Just go sit there on the edge. At night. You want to hear the fucking greatest fucking sensation and erotica on the planet? That fuck, because right there by the slough, hook in there by the slough, and go in there in the cove. Fuck, you'll hear it fucking roars in there. And I mean roar. I think some of the most spiritual fucking hard nights I've had when I was dying of cancer, I slept in CARMEL Cove. You're not supposed to, but fuck. And I almost got a waterbed, but it funnels in there and fuck, you ain't heard nothing. You want to hear, you want your senses to come alive. Didn't John Denver write those phrases? John Denver was killed right there. Anyway, so the fact that there are grays whales and humpback whales in San Francisco Bay in the summer should be the biggest story on the fucking planet. I'm a butcher, what's a cow? I'm a baker, what's a cake? I'm a fisherman, what's a fucking boat? I'm a football player at Weber State, who's Rashid Shaheed? I'm an ecologist. I'm an environmentalist, who's Kevin Blanch? I'm a marine biologist. I'm a scientist. What's Fukushima? Now, you don't have to agree with any of my rhetoric over the fucking years, but I was right because we have empirical data now. Why are the full-grown humpback whales and gray whales in San Francisco Bay in the summertime? They live in the Bering Sea in the summer. They're in the Bering Sea right off the coast of Fukushima. They're plankton feeders. The plankton is completely, well, as Kevin Blanch says, these are full blown out meltdowns that are going to push these fucking suns, bringing star power to Earth into the Pacific Ocean. It's going to break the chain. It's going to fucking wipe out the fucking plankton. The krill. And you're going to see a chain reaction like no other. When the fact that you have fucking packs of orcas stocking full-grown fucking 60,000 pound fucking humpback fucking whales in San Francisco Bay in the summer, killing them. And marine they're having this is how fucking disconnected and abstract people have come from the fucking ecology. That's the most radical fucking thing. The fact that a baby fucking orca washes up on Carmel, what's that smell, honey? It's a dead whale in Carmel. You know, right under the fucking sun. That's exact spot it washed up. It's right there where I was hooked in there. Remember, I found the Bath Star and I was all fucking happy. So deep far out there. That's such historic low tide. And this bullshit, some fucking PhD come out and says the seagrass. Fuck bullshit. Watch my videos. You can see that. The biggest bull kelp in the fucking that I've ever fucking seen in my life. Remember the hat I put on? Carmel. Fuck, remember those videos I got for just piled mountains of it? In 2013, 14, 15, washing up dead, all on the fucking coast. You know, and then you wonder why the water's brown in Pacific Beach, California. Well, the Passera, you know, digging up fucking dirt off the bottom of the ocean, putting it over the slums of La Jolla. So, it's such a massive fucking story. It's so, well, it's not metaphorical. It's so real. It's not abstract. It's so fucking concrete. It's real. I mean, it just says everything about the fucking... It's like the tide pools crash in 2012. Just wasting disease. Just wasting disease. Okay, what caused wasting disease? The starvation of the fucking whales. So we know this is an acute catastrophe. I don't do opinion. Kevin Blanch, I do not do opinion. First shot, these are full blown up mountains. Never happened to Mayak. Never happened to Santa Susana. Never happened to fucking Pathfinder in Dakota. Never happened at 3 Mile fucking Island. Never even happened at Chernobyl. One graphite core reactor blew up. Fucking so nasty. Igor got the photos to the world. 780,000 men. Let's go. Conscripted. Sacrifice. You think about Gorbachev and the people of the Ukraine and people of Russia, of Ukraine and Russia, that what they did. I mean, for the world. Gave their lives. I mean, they always pay the price in that part of the world, don't they? You go clear back to World War I, you go back to the famine. Ukraine always pays the fucking price. They're paying it again right now, but the proxy wars. It's disgusting. And then I'm going to talk about some full employment. I'm going to talk about why we have an immigration nightmare and who's really to fucking blame, blah, blah, blah. I'll talk a little bit about that, but I don't do opinion. We have 13 years of data. We have the gray whale data. We have the humpback white data. We have the starfish fucking data. We have the fucking salmon data on every said fucking river, starting from the Kenai. Well, the fact that Kenai has 10,000 fucking Chinook salmon with no fishing, no tribal takeout, and anything for the fucking year, and it didn't crash until 2016, smoking gun. They go to sea for 5 years. The steelhead started to crash immediately. The starfish will be the first to go, Kevin Lynch. This energy broke the chain. And this ecological fucking... It's the biggest story on the fucking planet. I mean, the baby orca... Why is a baby orca in Carmel in the summertime? Why'd he die? Starved to death. They're all starved. I'm the one using the Great Starvation Event, which we know we can run regressionary models. We know factually. It's unarguable now. Gilded in gold, cast in concrete. It's absolutely... My work is absolutely unarguable. We absolutely are unarguable that we know the Great Catastrophe, the Great Pacific Genocide, the collapse of the Pacific Ocean started in 2011. We call that an outlier in fucking science. We can run statistical probability. So back to the energy complex in fucking Germany. Trump makes a fucking idiot. I think Trump's off his rocker. I mean, I'd listen to Trump talk fucking for years and years in New York because he would go off on the standing at the holes in the tower, and I would go to those speeches, just ripping the Saudis, just going off on the Saudis. You know, who did 9/11. And yet, he becomes president, and now he doesn't even sound like he used to sound back in those days. He's off his rocker. I think he's gone. I mean, Biden in the rest home, Biden's gone. I mean, my mom went at that exact age, and both her sisters. Dementia to the brain, just like Biden did, and it happens quick. We know how fucking quickly it happens. It happened to the guy. You know, I was never a fan of his. Fucking never a fan of fucking his. Fuck, I don't like Biden. I voted for Bernie Sanders. Fucking both times, and Ask Debbie Wasserman Schultz. So anyway, I think Trump's off his fucking rocker. So he makes a statement about that in the debate about fucking Germany. Well, Germany comes out. Now, I've worked really hard with the German activists, especially in Vienna. The IA, they're fucking awesome. Fucking, they should be so fucking proud of themselves. Fucking, the Green Party in Germany. Fuck, what they've accomplished. So let's talk about this. Renewable solar and fucking wind. Now, pop, oppie, drop. This is when the psycho madness started. Psycho, fucking genocidal maniac, fucking Oppenheimer, one of the mass murdering, fucking evilest fucking humans who ever fucking walked the planet. Not my words, Herbert Hoover's words. Never in the history of mankind has any nation, has any people ever indiscretionally mass murdered women and children until now. August 7th, 1945, Herbert Hoover. Now, we just had this conversation because my grandsons watched the movie 300. And we were talking about Greek mythology, Son of Cassandra, Kevin Blanche, and we were talking about all these war military empires over the years. And we talked a lot about Greek mythology. We talked about war machines, and then I explained to them about the genocidal maniac Oppenheimer. Now, this ties to Germany. This is important. So, 1938, when this whole Manhattan Project was fucking cooking up. Well, Leo wrote the letter to FDR, but Einstein wouldn't sign it. Einstein was an anti-nuclear. He coerced Einstein to sign it, which he regretted. It just went for sale for $3.9 million, a copy of that letter. It is that important of a fucking document. And so, Oppenheimer, J. Ruppert. If I worked with the German physicists, if the German physicists want this weapon first, the German physicists will get this weapon first. They're the greatest physicists on the planet. J. Robert Oppenheimer, 1938. Okay. The Manhattan Project is born, 1939? Wendover, Utah, the Enola Gay. Tim Martin's up there with the fucking sword right behind Brookings today doing a piece on when they reached out and the firebomber, Fugo Me Not. So, the spigots opened up, Wendover, Utah. Oak Ridge, Tennessee was the vast majority of it. Ask Megan Rice. Los Alamos. Sendai Lab. Fucking talk about an evil bunch of fucking... Ooh. So, they're going along. The United States has incredible intelligence behind enemy line, trying to figure out the Manhattan Project spigot unlimited sums of money. All you want, unbelievable sums of money. So, they're trying to figure out, does Hitler have it? Do the Germans? By the way, Stalin was trying to figure out if they had it. Finally, in 1943, the communique comes back, and it's been verified, and they've got it. They know. American intelligence, the United States of America, and now America, the United States comes back, baby never born, mother never pregnant, talking in code. Talking about they didn't have it, they weren't even close, they didn't need it. Everybody backed out. Leo, who wrote the letter, La Jolla Leo, who wrote the letter, backed out. Everybody fucking backed out that was anybody. Lewis Strauss, who we were taught was such an... Leo Strauss was right the whole time about Oppenheimer. So was Einstein. Einstein hated Oppenheimer with a passion. So did Leo Strauss. He holds the Oscar in Laurel Canyon to the second last year, Robert Downey, for his first Oscar so beautifully the way he played it. It's a great movie, by the way. And so, playing Lewis Strauss on the exact second of the 13th anniversary of the greatest nuclear disaster in human history, Fukushima. So the Germans, the greatest nuclear physicist, never forget this. Angela Merkel, a nuclear physicist. 20 nuclear reactors, including one of the most state-of-the-art nuclear reactors that they spent billions of dollars fucking just brand new. Angela Merkel. From the pressure from the great activist, the Green Party. That great interview I did with the Green Party with Freedom Eisenblatt. She made sure it was me, and she was made sure she was dying of cancer. She made sure it was her request. You know, wow, what a mind. What a incredible person. You know, they kept the nuclear reactors out of Austria. These incredible people. Shut them down. All of them. What? One word, Fukushima. Oh, well, that was an old reactor on an earthquake. Well, was Chernobyl on an earthquake? Was Santa Susana? Was Pathfinder? Was 3 Mile Island? Was Chalk River? Was Mayak? What's he talking about? This cartel, they opened up the spigot on the Manhattan, and then after the bombs, the country was utopic. I mean, there was utopia in this country. You know, 1946, the socialist country, 99% the working class had all the power. This will lead me into why we have an immigration, so-called, and everybody's using it for... Now, stay with me. When I'm the #1 school business in the United States, I'm the guy, student professor, runner. I'm a BIS. I'm doing biology, finance. I'm the guy. I run it. Number one, highest exit testing in the history of this country to this day. I'm the guy. Yeah, the Wattis that Warren Buffett fucking stole, and they blackballed me. I mean, now they're on investigation by the FBI. You know, one of these really brilliant old professors who wouldn't even talk to me run me down the other day. He says, Kevin, come here. I got to talk to you. He says, I didn't believe you. You gave me the links on the school business here on the... How is he still on the fucking roll? I says, yeah. He says, oh my God. And I work in the building next door, and I had no idea if it wasn't for you. Yeah. I tried to fucking tell you this for 20, yeah. Nobody would listen to you for 20-some fucking years. They're listening. He says, I'm listening now. Huh? And he says, I'm so sorry. You were right the whole fucking time. Overheated economy. So we have this mantra in the United States, both imperialist parties, and I hate both parties. I cannot stand them, especially post-Fukushima, especially, you know, since 2000, you know, the recount in Florida. What a joke. This whole country of the war fucking pigs. So both parties, you hear all they say is small business, entrepreneurs, corporate, business, small businesses, small business. Does everybody need to be? So they really believe that everybody, especially you out here, Utah pound it. Everybody has got to be an entrepreneur. Well, if everybody's a fucking entrepreneur, where's the workforce? That's exactly what's happened to the United States. The people that bitch about immigration, the fucking most of the ones that fucking cause immigration, because they got to have a labor force. You can't be an entrepreneur with a factory, with a plant, with anything. You have to have a labor force. Whatever happened to promoting the working class? Fuck, they fucking hate the fucking working class. Both parties. So, in order to everybody, entrepreneurship, it's like the PPP fucking loan fraud. Here, you're not promoting the rest of us fucking sheep got shit. I didn't get anything. I would have burned it online. I'm not going to take money from my grandchildren's future. No, not me. I'm going to be fucking the person that shows these kids the way. They're going to look back and say, no. My grandpa was like this guy. Remember in Austria? His name was Augusta Landmeister. Everybody in Austria now says, that's my grandpa. I cannot say how much I love the German activists and the German people, what they've done. What they've done. So Germany issues a statement. It says, what are you talking about? We closed down all our nuclear plants. We're closing down all our coal plants, which they are. And we're over 50% real renewables, which they are. They got the wind turbines without blades on them. It's incredible what they've done. Denmark's done it. Austria's done so much of Europe's fucking. California's fucking done it. Yet Gavin says keep TikTok Diablo Canyon when they're producing 200% solar than they can use. When you're in Europe, they'll say, I've looked at a map. I've been in the United States, especially where you live, Kevin. Fucking the Western United States is a giant desert. We don't have that. It's a fucking no. But where are you all solar? I says, because people like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and the Manhattan Project. Do you know about the Immunity Act? I tell them. No, what is it? Teach us. I says, the 1950s, Congress on the utopic feeling fucking passed an act called the Immunity Act that means anything nuclear, everything's going to go nuclear. You know, everything's going to go nuclear. It's like it saved us on the bomb, which is total horseshit. It's called the Immunity Act so like Bill Gates gets all the money on his jackalope, he's not going to build shit. It's just been going on for ages. They just flood billions and trillions to these fucking people. and they don't have to pay it back. It falls onto the taxpayer. That's the Immunity Act, which they just re-upped for 20 years, and you had me fighting. So the economy overheating, it's a real simple thing. Why do you think we have so much fucking debt? So these two administrations, which neither one will talk about, which are running against each other, have dumped more liquidity, we call it, more debt than the previous fucking... Fuck, can you believe we're only 15 months away from being... The United States is going to be 250 years old. So these two administrations, more debt than the previous 240 years previous. More than 240 years these two flooded. What do you think all that fucking money and who it went to? The richer got richer, and they spend that money. They buy their 15th fucking house. Fucking Bill Gates is in Delmar now, fucking tearing down houses and buildings. I mean, what the fuck? That should be against the law. You're fucking... And then the investment properties, so all this money floods in and it fucking pours back in, and that's inflation. Then their answer, since Ayn Rand Greenspan, is to fucking slash the interest. Come on, interest rates fucking, when we were young, I used to teach it. In my class, I'd say, just remember how many home runs Babe Ruth hit. That's the rule of Dublin. That's the average interest rate historic in the country, 7.14. The rule of Dublin. Their answer's been to flood it to force you into the stock market. So they overheated the economy to the 10th power. Excuse me. They have no labor force left. You have full employment. And so you have young people. The minimum wage in Utah is $7 an hour, $7.50 an hour, $7.25 an hour. That's if you work in a plant, a factory, whatever. Janitor, whatever. If you're a server, it's $2.25. I'm not kidding you. So what's happened? So you go get a job, even if you're making $10 an hour. So that's $1,600 a fucking month before taxes. Okay, after taxes, you're probably pulling in maybe $1,200, $1,100. You can't even pay fucking rent in a one bedroom. A one bedroom here is fucking more than that. So what are they supposed to do? They're like, what the fuck is the point? What is the point? So these entrepreneurs, these business, they need labor forces. So, when I owned Blast Plaster for all those years, if I'd have pulled up on a job and was paying cash to so-called illegals, which they're not illegals, people, the homeowner would come out and put a gun in my face. It's against a lot of pay cash. Even Romney says, just use E5. But the same people that bitch about it have them building their house, cooking their food, and they know they're being exploited, paying fucking cash for chump change. And that's why there's very same people that bitch about immigration are the ones that are fucking causing the fucking immigration problem, because we got to have our labor force. We got to have more fucking labor, bring in fucking... it's outrageous. Everybody's going to be enough. What happened to supporting the working class? Remember when the Democrats were the party of the working class? The party of the environment? Fucking... Trump's got the fucking nerve to say that about Germany. Well, fucking... I wonder the last time he was in... Well, come on. When was Trump? Fuck, you think he's... the ocean... You think he's ever been camping once in his life? You ever been where he was born and fucking raised? You ever been in that fucking area? And he badmouths his own area. Fuck, you want to talk concrete fucking jungle? Oh, fuck. But the ocean's right there. Fuck, the horseshoe crabs are right there up by JFK. Fuck, that place is fucking cool as fuck. These people are so abstract and so fucking disconnected. There's no fucking support for the fucking working class. Everybody's going to be an entrepreneur. Well, when you're an entrepreneur, you have to have a labor force. Who's your fucking labor force? And the exploitation, I call it the decadent of usury. So the orchid washing up is, I can't. It's like the biggest fucking story across the whole Great Pacific genocide dichotomy. The fact that a baby orca is born. Giant story. The fact that the baby orca is out of its domain in the summertime. It's on the peninsula. Should never be there, ever. Neither should mama, neither should dad, cousins. The fact that it washes up starved to death, just like the rest of them. What does it say? Fuck. I mean, I was just talking to some young people about the Great Pacific Genocide. This should be the greatest fucking story on the planet. You know, we were talking about movies. You know, and I says, they were asking me, what's your favorite? I still, Last of the Mohicans is my favorite movie. Fuck, I love that movie. You know, the dichotomy. These European oligarchs been fighting over this fucking land for 500 fucking years. But I says, well, the greatest scene is from the great, great movie, which could be the second greatest movie of all time. What's that? And I says, Waterboy. When she's trying to sober up the fucking Mud Dog cheerleaders. I says, no, and these, because I just had a Sloppy Joe for lunch, and I says, you know, right here at the elementary, my grandson's there, Last Grass Kitchen. She's been there since I was a kid. She just retired recently, well into her 80s. She was awesome, and I says, and they still made Sloppy Joes there. My grandsons used to love them, and I says, you ever seen Billy Madison? Oh, yeah. I says, the Sloppy Joe scene? Oh, hell. I says, that's you. She's, God. She come up and hug me. She says, that's the best compliment I ever had. I mean, what happened? I mean, clear up to the 90s, the art scene, the movie scene, everything was so fucking beautiful, so good. Here, what happened? I don't know, but this century, 9/11 to 3/11, that's what happened. You know, we turned into war pigs. And everybody's got the nerve. This is the first time I heard we don't have troops on the fucking groundwater. No, we're proxy wars. What's going on in your ground? We're just fucking funding the trillions and gazillions. We became exactly what Eisenhower told us not to be. Beware of the military industrialized complex. That's what we are. We're the oligarchs' colony. You know? So, pop, old Oppie dropped. When he said the Germans were the greatest physicists on the planet, they'll have it. He dropped it anyway. After Strauss, after La Jolla Leah, after anybody backed out. Him and Teller dropped it anyway. Where'd they find Truman? I thought Wallace was going to be the VP. FDR drops at Yalta by the sea. Fucking pop, Oppie dropped. They never stopped. Don't you cause that parallel and turn North Korea into fucking hell. My dad, the drafted Marine. Fucking march your own man into the fucking Nevada test site and nuke your own fucking man. Went off to Vietnam to kill the fucking Viet Cong. Kissinger, Cambodia. Kissinger, Cambodia. Kissinger, Cambodia. Kissinger, Cambodia. Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. We fought back. Fuck, we fought back. Hit the streets. Fuck, we turned this place into a beautiful, incredible place. We told these oligarchs and these war pigs to fuck off. You know, we fought back. Tax rate, fucking 95+% on the fuck one. Fuck oligarchs. We'd spit at them. Fuck the art, the culture, the music, the sexuality, the beauty. Fuck the clothing. 70s. Ooh, what's that smell? It's a dead well in CARMEL. Honey, I don't like it. Chop it up with the cream. I mean, I can't believe it. Trump stands on the edge of the ocean and fucking just goes off and just fucking rips fucking. Fuck. California's a fucking gem. Do not kid yourself. Yeah, it's got its problems, but where the fuck don't? Fuck, you're talking the most beautiful ecology on the fucking. Some of it on the planet. I can show you places in California that blow your fucking mind. It's not all Los Angeles. It's not even San Diego. It's not all fucking San Francisco. I can show you places that fucking take your breath away. That's one big fucking incredible fuck. The geography, fuck. I know that coast. Like, I walked the entire coast fucking multiple times. I mean, I know like no other. I can show you places that are so fucking stunning, so beautiful, so fucking incredible. I mean, to sit and fucking badmouth the environment and the ecology like that and go off on the fucking Germans like that. Fuck. Thank you to the German activists in the environment. What they've done so historic. What they've done in California as far as the solar initiative producing 200, but states like Utah block it from coming in. You know, of course California's got its fucking problems. Who don't? But, I mean, to stand there and it's, well, and I can't stand the Democrats either. Pop, Oppie drop, they never stop. Barack Obama, fuck. When he lied about the plume commodores and the cover-up function, then Trump doubles down with the beat. And Trump's so fucking crazy and fucking senile anymore, and this Loomer and fucking crew that's fucking in his head, why don't you get him to mention Fukushima? He was on Elon Musk mentioned Fukushima, and Trump proves that he knows it. He says, yeah, look what happened in Japan. But fuck, he was president for fucking years. Why didn't he fix immigration? I mean, it blows my fucking mind. This guy's been president for 4 years. You know, and Harris, well, I know a lot about her. You know, I do. Her mother, the epidemiologist at Livermore, but I don't know. But I don't get it. I really don't get it. And badmouth Germany, thank you, Germany, for making that fucking statement. What they've done, what's going on here, they're trying. Just like recycling. Fuck. They're tearing out concrete all over fucking Germany and cement because they know the thumbprint and the footprint of cement. Fuck, the Weber State poured 10,000 yards of cement in the last 2 years and called themselves fucking green. Turned the pond into a fucking spent fuel pool. I mean, do you understand? And when I talk greenwashing, the fucking greenwashing clean fucking energy comes from coal plants from fucking Warren Buffett in fucking southern Utah. I mean, now we're bringing in the nuclear waste from fucking, which I predicted, son of Cassandra, from Japan to fucking southern Utah. Fucking uranium. Oh, fuck. These politicians and the puppetry that's going on. I mean, I know Governor Cox is the worst governor in the history of this state. Fucking in bed with, Utah Power, Rocky Mount Power, us. We paid for that. We let NuScale rip us off $1 billion for 15 fucking years. Oh yeah, remember this SMR fucking fairy tale's been going on longer than that. It's all a lie, just free fucking money. But the orca washing up, I can't overstate how symbolic that is. Oh, it's giant. The greatest story on the planet right now is the fucking dying Pacific Ocean. And all the inhabitants, we from the sea, come and eat pop, be dropped. They never stop. Don't you cross that parallel, fucking turn North Korea into a kitchen called fucking hell. March your own men into the Nevada high side, pop, fucking nuke your own, fucking went off to Afghanistan to kill, well, excuse me, pop, be dropped. They never stop. Don't you cross that parallel to North Korea into hell. Murder, rape, no wonder they hate us. Fuck, march your own men into the fucking trench in Nevada, including my drafted father, fucking Marine. Fucking give them leukemia. Went off to Vietnam to kill the Kissinger, Cambodia, war criminals from hell. Democrats giving Dick Cheney, one of the greatest war criminals who ever walked on the face of the planet, standing ovation, not to mention that guy from the Middle East of fucking Eden. Fucking, we won't go. Peace, prosperity, happiness, I did not inhale. And Ryan Greenspan. Fucking, fuck that fucking dude. Talk about fuck. Then the gift that keeps on giving. No inflation. Peace, prosperity, happiness for 3 fucking decades. Fucking no debt, fucking surplus, fucking 9/11. So let's go off to Iraq when they were Saudis and fucking slaughter fucking women and fucking children by how many? And how many people? 22 a day. When a young soldier or an old soldier or a fucking soldier comes back from that lie and commits suicide, it doesn't just affect him. It affects his children, affects his mom, affects his dad, affects his husband, affects his wife, his fucking, how many people, and where are the class action lawsuits? Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. No, he didn't. Colin Powell fucking full well knew that and lied with malice. New York Times pounds the war drums. KSL from hell. Doug Wright pounded the war drums 4 hours a day. Sean Hannity, Rush Limbaugh, fucking CNN, fucking ABC, CBS, NBC just pounded when they knew it was a full fucking run. They go along with it. And there's no class action lawsuits, there's no accountability. Fuck. Went off to Afghanistan to kill fucking 5,000 Taliban. Life, liberty, fucking limb, fucking firstborn, fucking hey, the Dragon Slayer. Same old theme, 1914. We invaded Ukraine in 1914. I was over there. Fucking. It's not the same old thing. They have white phosphorus. They have depleted uranium. Comes from nuclear energy. Which came first, the nuclear chicken or the egg? You have to have the fucking bomb to have the fucking reactor, and vice versa. That's why they're there. Look what's going on in the Middle East of Eden. It's fucking sickening. Not me. I'm not participating. So thank you in Germany for making a statement. I really think, because I listened to Trump fucking talk back in the day, he made a lot of logical statements about a lot of things at one time. And I was never really a fucking big fan of his, but I'm a pro-tariff guy. He went to Wharton, I went to Weber State. Elon Musk was Wharton saying, We were beating Wharton every year. The class of '96, my class, the #1 exit scores in the history of the country to this day. That's my class. I was a student professor there. You know, Wharton was our sister school. That's Trump's school. That's Elon Musk's school. We were beating here at Weber State. What? Don't go see the Dalai Lama, the professor says over there. Oh, fuck. They chased me down yesterday. Says, Kevin, I got to talk. Fuck, I would have never known this to you. Yeah, it's right there for God and everybody to see about. He's still on the payroll here. I says, well, you tell me, you're the muck buck. And he says, yeah. How? How long have you been? You're a tenured professor. You've been here how long? Fuck, I'm the third fucking longest tenured professor on this fucking campus. Why don't you do something about it? Why are you still letting them kick me to the fucking curb? Everything that I've done. Yeah. You were right the whole fucking time. Overheated economy. Fucking out of labor. Fuck. Everybody's going to be an entrepreneur. You have to have a workforce. So if you got all these entrepreneurs, who's the workforce? That's why they let them in. You know, you use it for political fodder and fucking bait, but that's not what they really think. You know, the same people that are fucking, they're paying cash. You walk through New York City and you'll see what's supposed to be the big union fucking city. It's bullshit. You walk through there, cash only on everywhere. Look who's cooking your food, fucking everywhere. Look who's making your bed at fucking when you go to fucking Vegas and hang out. Look who's fucking washing your toilets. Fuck, look who's landscaping your house. Look who's building. I mean, and they're all being exploited, the decadence of usury. The same people that bitch about it are the ones that are creating it. They have to have a cheap labor workforce. That's all it's all about. Mitt Romney to me right there. Well, you know, Kevin, that's what it's all about. Neither side wants to fix it. It's about cheap labor. Oh, no shit. The decadence of usury. But what about Fukushima? And then he dances. I've asked every one of my politicians about Fukushima. I asked Trump from here to there, and he says, yeah, look up John Trump, his uncle. John Trump's the guy that went into Tesla's room in New York after he died. That's Trump's uncle, the MIT physicist. Yeah. I mean, the club, they all connect. Kamala Harris' mother, the epidemiologist at Livermore, brain start. What? What's an epidemiologist? Cancer research PhD. That's what she did. Then she dies from it. I mean, this connections. Well, why doesn't somebody? Because I got news that the great equalizer, Fukushima, doesn't give a fuck about your socioeconomic. Doesn't give a fuck if you're in the CIA. Doesn't give a fuck if you're a politician. Doesn't give a fuck who the fuck you are. It doesn't care. You know, we're all the same. Fukushima proves that. We from the sea, Kevin D. So the baby orca fuck washing up is so symbolic on so many levels. I mean, the fuck's a baby orca fucking doing in? Ooh. It's a dead whale on CARMEL. What's that smell? People are disconnecting. And where's the marine biology fucking world to protect us? Where are they? The empty greenwashing buses. Fuck, nobody's ever on them. Where are they? I need some more stickers. Anybody that's fucking... I'd like to get an octopus. I need an orca. Killer whale. You know, I'm going to have to get this thing fixed in the shop this week. Cause it won't pass emissions. And you know how these fucking mechanics are. Oh, fuck, that will rob you. Fuckers. I mean... So... Life at sea. God. I'll get back at it. On the ocean. My work, it's been a tough year for ocean.